Despite some concerns about saturation, Oklahoma's Indian gaming industry is still thriving. Gambling has grown into a multi-billion-dollar enterprise involving 31 tribes operating more than 100 gaming operations across the state.
The economic impact of tribal gaming was a principal topic of the Oklahoma Indian Gaming Association's annual convention in Oklahoma City this week. A 2016 report prepared for the association shows tribal gaming in Oklahoma had a total economic impact of $7.2 billion. OIGA Chair David Qualls believes the impact is now even greater.
The report just came out that gaming growth in Oklahoma is up almost 5% last year, so it'd be reasonable to say that we're almost $10 billion economic impact in Oklahoma for 2016.
According to the report, Oklahoma's Indian gaming establishments employ about 28,000 people, and the earnings from those jobs contribute more than $2.25 billion into the economy.
What's important to note is 56% of those employees are non-tribal members. We're hiring Oklahomans as well as our individual members.
OIGA Executive Director Sheila Morago says the industry has evolved from what were fairly humble beginnings.
Oh my gosh, well, we went from bingo with daubers and paper cards to what you see here on the floor today. Tons of electronic machines, slot machines, new table games.
One possible threat to the gambling industry could come in the form of internet sports betting. The U.S. Supreme Court last month agreed to take up the issue of whether the federal government could prohibit states from legalized sports betting.
Internet sports betting is obviously an evolution of the future. Where it stands and where it's going, I can't predict that right now. You'll always have a brick and mortar gaming establishments because we're an entertainment facility. People have a desire to be entertained, and that reaches outside the walls of their homes.
While there are still concerns that the industry may soon reach a saturation point, Qualls says the numbers don't point to that happening just yet.
But one thing that's very important that people need to understand in Oklahoma is Indian gaming draws over 19 million out-of-state visitors annually to Oklahoma. So what may look saturated obviously isn't.
According to the report, Oklahoma's Indian gaming establishments drew more than 45 million visitors in 2015, with those numbers continuing to grow.